welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa, and I'd like to welcome you into the kitchen for the first half of this video. Today's video is about making your own liquid bath soap. Now, have you noticed how much more expensive your liquid bath soap is compared to the bar soap if your brand makes the bar soap? Because they're not telling you how much of a profit they are making. Because this is a soap that I've come to really enjoy. It's I find it at Dollar Tree, and it's activated charcoal soap. Now, if your liquid body soap comes in bar form, you can do the same with it and save so much more money. It just takes a little elbow grease, or you can use a food processor instead. I'm going to pan down a little bit. Now here I have graded 2 bars of the liquid soap. And what I'm going to do, now you can make 1 bar, you don't have to make big bars, big batches like I do. I just like to get it done and over with for a while. Now what you're going to do is cover it with very hot water. Try not to make any bubbles if possible. By the end of this video, you're going to be amazed at how simple this is to make and how much money you'll save. Now what I do is I recycle. A dear friend of mine gave me a bunch of really large soap pump bottles, and I just recycle them and make my own bath soap. And you're going to see just how much. This might seem a lot of water. This is only the beginning, because this whole bowl is probably going to end up being filled up. Now what you're going to do is let this sit for a while until all the soap melts, which is going to take a little while. And I'll come back when it's melted, and we will continue on with the making of the liquid body soap. I'll see you here in a little bit. Okay, welcome back. Now after your soap, your shredded soap has completely dissolved, we'll go into the next phase. Now this is room temperature water. Now this particular soap makes a lot of soap, because once it cools down, you'll know how thick it's going to be. And you don't want it too thick for your pumps, or it will not come out. It'll be too solid to make it through. And you want to be careful how you stir it, because you don't want to make too many bubbles. Now, like I said, you can do this with bar Castile soap, make your own liquid Castile soap. You can use any form of bath bar soap, and some people even uses the Fels naphtha to make liquid body soap. I'm not quite prepared for that one. Now you're going to want your soap, your liquid soap, to cool down so that you'll know exactly how thick it's going to be, which you can put it in the refrigerator or just let it sit on the counter. Now if you end up finding out that it's too thick, then all you have to do is just incorporate more hot water and work with it until it gets the consistency that you need it to be. I've been working with this for a while. I know I can fill this bowl up, and that's a perfect consistency for me because it's going to thicken up when it cools down. Now I add a little extra stuff to mine. This already has activated charcoal in it, and also bentonite clay. I also like to add about I add a half a teaspoon of tea tree oil. Because believe me, a little bit of this goes a very long way. And I also, since it's summer fixing to be warm weather, I'll add, well, I'm going to take the lid off, or the dropper off. I add a half a teaspoon of peppermint oil. You don't want too much of that. And that also helps as a bug repellent. And it's also healing as well. And my personal preference, because being a gardener and one who goes out into the woods and everything, I end up with cuts, nicks, scrapes. I add 2 tablespoons of vitamin E oil to mine. Not only does it help heal, but it's also a preservative as well. And like I said, you want to stir gently, because the least amount of bubbles that you make makes it easier to fill the bottles. Oh, this smells good. And especially you have to watch out using the peppermint oil or any mint oil, because if you get it in, especially women, if you get it in certain areas, oh, you're going to know it and know it real fast. Now, you can use whatever essential oils that you like. Just be careful. Just know that if you make it too strong, it can burn your skin. And or if you're allergic to them, just leave them out. If you wanted to, you could start out with ivory bar soap and shred it. Now, apparently for me, it's too pure. I'm allergic to it. So I guess it's just way too pure for my body. But you can do Irish Spring, you name it. And it makes your money go a whole lot further, because bar soap is always cheap. Way cheaper than liquid soap. Okay, I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to come back with some more cool water. Okay, I'm back with my cool water, or cold water, and I'm going to add it in. You can almost make bubbles with it. Alright, I'm going to go finish cooking dinner, and I'm going to be back to bottle this up. I'll see y'all after a while. Okay, I am back. It has cooled down enough for me to now put it into my bottles. Now, it's going to solidify more as it cools down even more and sets up. Now, it has took me a while to tweak my recipe for this soap. You are going to, if you're new to this, you're just going to have to work with it. After you put the hot water and let the shredded soap melt, and then work with 4 cups of water at a time, and then let it sit in the fridge. And if it solidifies too much, then bring it out, add 4 cups of hot water or simmering water, and then put it back in, stir it real good, and then set it back in the fridge, let it cool, and just keep working with it. Now, you do not want to add your essential oils towards the end, because if the soap is too hot, your oils will evaporate and they'll be gone. Now, I'm gonna slowly bottle this up. You want to work slowly, because you definitely do not want bubbles, because it makes it harder for you to fill your bottles. It might look really runny to you at the moment, but believe me, this is going to solidify a little bit more, and it's going to be the perfect consistency for what I want. And there's prime example why I said about the bubbles, because it's going to make a mess. You just have to keep an eye on it. Put some paper towels under it in case the bubbles happen. And just let the bubbles come out. Until your bottle is full of soap. And like I said, this is a very, very easy way to make your own liquid bath soap. Now, your vitamin E, you can find that, and you can find it online. You can find it at pharmacies, drugstores, also in the vitamin section of the evil Walmart. It's not hard to find. Now, the essential oils, you don't have to use them, but if you do, just be careful how much you use. I already had them on hand, so it made it easy for me. since I already know how this is going to solidify or thicken up like I want it, you're going to want to work with yours until it gets the thickness that you want, and then bottle it up. And then once you get used to making it, then it won't be a guessing game for you anymore. Okay, now, there it is. But apparently it can be a hide and seek game with your pump. Uh-oh, I got more room in that bottle. The bubbles, they lie. Now, if you wanted to, instead of using paper towels, you could do like a dish rag or wash rag under them, and you could also turn around and, you know, save your soap and already have pre-soaped rags, and you could use them actually to clean well, take a shower well. This is the messiest part of it all. Well, I'm going to end the video here because I know that you don't want to watch me continue to fill soap bottles. Now, I'll have a little bit extra because it's going to fill both of these, all four of these pump bottles, and then like a quart jar, or I might just use one of the half-gallon jars. Now see how simple and easy this is, and a whole lot cheaper than buying liquid soap, liquid body soap. Now I only spent $2 for both bars of soap was $1 a piece. I already had the tea tree, the essential, I had the peppermint oil, and I already had the vitamin E. So I wasn't out of pocket because those had already been used. So therefore, I knew that those were free, basically. And see how simple? $2. And I'm going to have 4 pump bottles of liquid body soap, and then a half-a-gallon jar of liquid body soap. I hope you find this inspiring. Now, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will get to them as soon as I can, and I will answer them. I hope everyone, please click like and subscribe so we can continue on this journey of learning together, because it's time for us all to start prepping. And yes, this is considered prepping. I hope you have a blessed day. Please click the bell notification so that you'll be notified when I upload another video. Everyone, take care and have a blessed evening. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.